All right, beautiful. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Just want to make sure. Can you hear me well? All right, beautiful. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, business owner, content creator, and entrepreneur, for being here. Day one of our M3 Creator Challenge. Let me add this here. For those who don't know me, my name is Felipe Rangel. I'm the founder of I Am Prosperity. And today I'm going to be your host for day one of the M3 Creator Challenge, where our goal today is to help you master your mindset so that you can become the person you need to be so that you can create the impact for your community, for your customers, your audience, right? Um, and one thing that I love to start off any presentation with is the quote that I have on here, and it is, the greatest thing about the human is we all have the power of choice. And I want to remind you that you have the power to become more, right? You can decide today that any limiting belief, bad habit, anything, your mindset, your scarcity mindset, any limitations that might be holding you back from going from where you are now to becoming a greater version of yourself so that you can serve your audience at a higher level. So, in the meantime, I want to welcome you all. Again, my name is Felipe Rangel, one of your co hosts for the Empty Creator Challenge. We also have Julian Smart Ripple, who's going to jump in tomorrow, day two, and then day three, we're going to do it together and help bring value to you so that you can leave this M3 Creator Challenge being a bigger, greater version of yourself. All right. So with that, if you're watching this live, if you're on live right now, I want you to go ahead and comment, put your name and where you're coming from, and what's one thing that you want to get out of today. And if you're watching the recording, no worries, you can probably add a comment within the videos that we upload. But again, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. My name is Felipe Rangel. I'm the founder of I Am Prosperity. Our whole focus within our business is to help people become their greatest version of themselves by helping them overcome any limitation, perceived limitation, mindsets, mainly around the mindset, right? And so today, what I want to help cover is help you master your mindset. And give me one quick second, because I believe that's the old slides. See? Beautiful. Okay. Can everyone see the slides? Can you see them, King? Just want to make sure everyone can see that. Yeah. All right, beautiful. Okay. So the goal of this 3-day challenge is to really help you immerse in the information that we're going to share with you and help you become a master, or at least start your journey to becoming a master at these key three things, right? And that is your mindset, your message, and your mission, right? As business owners, as content creators, and as entrepreneurs, Julian and I understand that there are three key things that you need to master before you can go ahead and create impact in your audiences, your community, helping your customers get from point A to point B, right? And since we focus on the mindset, right, a lot of people, or business owners, entrepreneurs might think, all I need in order for me to be successful, all I need is this one thing, right? I need to have access to this content, I need access to this funnel or this email series, whatever it may be, right? Essentially, you just need access to a tool, right? But the thing is this, right? If you could just imagine a person who has a hammer. I give you a hammer and I said this hammer is used to build stuff, right? To create things. But if you don't know how to use a hammer, right, you don't have the right mindset, it doesn't matter what tool I give you, you're going to continuously hit yourself in the fingers and injure yourself, right? You're going to be ineffective, right? You might have a message you want to share, but because you don't have the right mindset, you might try to target a whole wide variety of audience and realize that you're not communicating to that specific niche that you need to, right? So today, for day one of the M3 Creator Challenge, I'm going to help you gain some insight on some principles of the mindset, but also share some insight on business principles so that you understand what you need to focus on and how to transform yourself to become a greater version of yourself, right? And a key thing to remember is that as a business owner, as a content creator, as a business owner, as a content creator and entrepreneur, you are the CEO of your business, right? Most people might be the head of their business. And if you, as the owner or as the CEO, you are the one who's to direct your company, your business, right? Which way are you going to take your business? But understand that if you aren't setting yourself correctly, if you're not positioning yourself correctly, you are going to be the limiting factor of your business, right? Because you're holding yourself back by not becoming your greatest version, if that makes sense. So let me know if that sounds great. All right. Let me know what you all think. All right, just to give a quick some housekeeping rules, I just want to give everyone an idea of what we're going to talk about today, or excuse me, not today, but just within our 3-day creator challenge. Is again, it's going to be a 3-day challenge to help you become your greatest version, but also help provide you with the mindset, tool sets, and skill sets to help you create that impact for your audience. Right? We're going to be meeting every single day via StreamYard, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for about an hour. And after every single class, we're going to have action-based homework. Right? The key part of making this 3-day creator challenge as impactful is going to depend on whether or not you take action, right? A lot of people, and this is something that we talk within our own business or with our clients and our customers, is that the information is on us, the execution is on you, right? I can go ahead and share with you, Julian and I can go ahead and share with you insights on how to create a funnel, how to create a perfect message to attract your client, your desired client, and then close them, right, with your offer. But if you don't learn how to take action and get over the feeling of the uncomfortable feeling of trying something new, you won't be able to grow and actually be able to implement. All right. And then the key last point, just tapping on this, is take massive action, right? Let yourself be able to take this information and run with it, apply it, right? Because it's going to help you. And that's really the only thing that's going to help, right? Taking massive action. And so, if it's okay with you, I want to start off with some principles, some basic principles to help you understand what the mindset is at a high level or general sense, so that as we go deeper into the day, you see how a mindset can be influencing or impacting your business, right? How it can impact or hold you back from increasing your revenue, your impact and influence, right? So, one key thing to think about with a mindset, right? We all have beliefs about everything, right? And this is general, right? This is outside of business. This is in general, right? We all have beliefs about anything and everything, right? We have a belief about how relationships are supposed to be. We have beliefs around jobs, work, relationships, our health, wealth, building wealth, right? Some people believe that building wealth is a terrible thing, right? Some people believe it's a great thing. Right, we believe that we have certain fears, like there's some people out there that will never get near a spider, right, because they believe spiders are the worst thing in the world, and that's totally fine, right? So we all have beliefs around anything and everything, right? And so simply put, a belief, right, this belief is an idea repeated over and over again, right? So, and if you could just imagine, right, at a young age, a lot of people will hear certain things or say certain things to themselves, right? And then over the years, hearing the same thing over and over again, right? Or experiencing certain things that reaffirm that belief, people start to create that mindset, right? They start to believe in a certain way. And so the key to this is that our mindset influences our lives, right? And so if you grew up believing that scarcity is the truth for you, if you believe that um, your life is meant to be filled with scarcity, as a business owner, content creator, or entrepreneur, you will not be able you won't be able to serve your audience, your customer, if you believe that scarcity is true for you, right? Because as a business owner, entrepreneur, you are someone who is trying to create value, who's trying to create something out of nothing, right? To help people go from point A to point B, to become their better selves. To if your business is around financial impact, right? You're trying to help them see that they can, improve their credit score, or buy a home, or whatever it is. But if you believe in scarcity, right, because maybe that's what you heard growing up, you're holding yourself back, right? So hopefully that kind of makes some sense, right? And so with that, I want to get you all a little more involved, and I want you to put in the chat, if you're watching this live, go ahead and put, what are some examples of mindsets or beliefs that you have around relationships, business, health, wealth, prosperity, love. What are some examples? So as everyone goes ahead and adds those in there, I want to go ahead and share some, right? And these are, again, this is just thinking about a general sense, mindsets, right? I'm not good enough, right? How many have ever said that? Oh yeah, no, I'm not good enough for that. I don't. Oh, that I don't do that. I'm not good enough. I stay away from that. I don't deserve to, right? Where does that come from? I don't deserve to this. I don't deserve to be loved. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve, right? And whether you say it or not doesn't matter, because sometimes we may not actually say I don't deserve to X, Y, or Z. We actually subconsciously believe it, right? And that's even worse, right? Nonetheless, all men are dogs, right? In terms of relationships, some people might believe, right, because they've seen it, right? They've experienced maybe their parents, or they've gone through their own experiences where they see partners being just not the best, right? They don't have their best interest for that person. So someone might believe all men are dogs, right? Another one is, I'm dumb. I'm this, I'm that. Um, how many of you have ever said that? Or what about switching that and actually thinking about something that is actually more empowering, right? A mindset that is actually going to help you be more, do more, right? I am greatness, right? Good things are supposed to happen to me, right? And so all these minds, or all these ideas, these statements said over and over again, create your belief and build your mindset, right? And whether you know this or not, we all have beliefs around everything. And the key part about this is you have to start to become aware of your beliefs. You have to become aware of your mindset, because it can it can be holding you back from breaking through to a six-figure month, right? It literally can mean the difference between you and going from helping a couple of clients to scaling and thinking of, how can I implement systems to grow my business, right? Based on your beliefs or mindsets, right? And so now, thinking about your mindset, right? Our mindsets are literally taking us in a metaphorical way, right? If you believe all men are dogs, right? You as a person, or all women are interested in money, or whatever it is, right? Let's just focus on that kind of example. Your mindset is going to attract people who reaffirm that idea or that belief, right? And so I want you to ask yourself this question: where's your mindset taking you? Right? So if everyone can go ahead and put in the chat, in the comments, where is your mindset taking you? Right? What's one thing that you want to accomplish in 2023? Right? In terms of your business, in terms of your impact, right? Your content. What's one thing that you want to create? What's one thing that you want to accomplish? Right? And the reason why this is important, and again, as I mentioned in the very beginning, you have to take action. Like the information is on us, the execution is on you. You make sure you stop watching this, whether you're watching the replay or not. Stop and do this activity, right? So you wrote that down, you have it in your mind, whatever. The reason why I want you to think about this is, if you could just imagine yourself, right? You're driving in this car right here, right? We're all driving in a car. We're on this road and we're going from point A to point B. I want to be able to scale my business from, helping a couple clients a month to a couple hundred, a couple thousand. Or I want to figure a way of how can I take myself out of the business and have it operate without me, right? I want to, increase my revenue tenfold, right? Whatever the goal is, whatever the desire is, you have to think about where's your mindset taking you. Because if that mindset isn't set up correctly, metaphorically speaking, if you can kind of just imagine with this example, we're driving down the road because we're trying to get to our goal, right? You and I are trying to get to our goal. Our goals are a little different, whatever it is. We're all trying to get somewhere. But if your mindset is off, it's not set up correctly, you have one foot on the gas because you know where you want to go. But because your mindset is off, it's not set up correctly, right? Whether you know this or not, you're literally hitting the brake every single time. So you're driving with your right foot on the gas and your left foot on the brake. How long will it take for you to get to your destination, if at all? How long would it take for someone to get to where they want to go if their mindset is holding them back, right? And kind of thinking of that example of the relationship, right? And again, this is just make more sense. Is, let's say someone's trying to find love, like, you know what, I want to find love, I want to find someone who loves me, but they believe deep down that all men are this or all women are that. They're only going to find those people that they believe to be true. So I hope you all are seeing that and understand where you want to go for your business, the impact that you want to create is great to know, but understanding your mindset and how it's holding you back is even more important. Okay, so I want to introduce a new idea, right? If in case you've never heard of this, we all have two self images, right? There's the outer and the inner. The outer is very easy to understand, right? Essentially, it's like what you see here, right? You're seeing me right now, and that outer image is essentially your eyes, your eyebrows, your hair, your skin, your smile, teeth, your hands, everything. That's your outer, right? We all have an outer image. The thing is, and this is something to think about, I invite you to think about this, is your inner image, right? Our inner image isn't something that you can actually see in the mirror or watching live in a video. Our inner image, I can see your inner image by hearing how you speak about yourself, right? As I gave that example of some of the mindsets or beliefs, oh, I'm not good enough, right? Some people, and this might be you, right? And be honest, like be honest with yourself. You might be someone who says, oh yeah, I'm not good enough, right? If you're just beginning in your journey with an entrepreneur journey, your business is just starting, or you're trying to help someone out, and you're just starting off, you might feel like you're not good enough, or that who care, who's going to listen to me, right? And I want you to understand that your inner self-image, your self-talk has to change, right? You have to become aware of it and realize that your self-talk, your self-image, your inner self-image is also influencing how far you get, right? I want you to also understand that no matter where you are, whether you're just starting off, whether you're making a couple thousand in a month, or 5 figures, 6 figures a month, I want you to understand that your self-image can always improve, right? The better self-image you have about yourself, the more confidence you have about yourself, the more confidence you have about yourself, the more action you can take on the impact you want to create on your business, growing it, whatever it is, right? So it starts off with your self-talk. All right. So I want to ask you this. What is your self-talk? How do you refer to yourself? What kind of adjectives do you use? Do you say, oh yeah, I see myself as a genius, as a entrepreneur, as a successful entrepreneur? Do I speak about myself as a leader, or do I speak about myself as someone who's uh, you know uh, a victim mindset, right? Do I think of myself as a victor or as a victim, right? You have to become more aware of this. Let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know if this is the first time you're hearing about your self images, right? Because this is very important. Understanding your self image, your inner self image, is key, because if, again, if it's counterintuitive to where you want to go, you're essentially driving down the road with one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake pedal. And so I want to ask you this, right? What's the difference between a person who says I can do anything and someone who says I can't do anything? And it's a subtle change, right? It's nothing crazy. Like if I was to look at these two, right? Let's say I'm a little kid and I look at these two sentences, the only difference is one letter, right? The T. But what's the difference between someone who has a self-image, where they say I can do anything, and another person who says I can't do anything? And I'm sure you can see this. And I hope, if you're not, I want you to understand that this makes the total difference, right? Because, and I'm sure you might know this if you've been in business for some time, or if you're just, maybe a couple months in or whatever, you understand that as a business owner, consecrator, entrepreneur, you have to tackle issues right on, right? And that's more of, creating impact for your audience, learning different things, leveling yourself up to be able to take your message and put it out there into the world, right? But if you have the inner self image of I can't do anything, or I'm not good enough, or this and that, you're not going to get far. You're not going to get far. And if you do, I guarantee you'll find a way to cause yourself to trip or fail or get yourself back to where you started. And that's a law, right? So I invite you to think about your self image. Your belief system says it all. Um, as you can see, if you're just listening to this, I want you to understand that we have an image here, and it's basically like a square or kind of a circle around the word mindset, right? And the words are thoughts, action, results, and beliefs, right? And they kind of just circle around. Hopefully this kind of brings it all together and you kind of start seeing what I mean about the importance of your mindset, right? As an entrepreneur, but also as just as a person, right? If your self-image isn't set up correctly, if it's off, if your inner self-talk is off, your thoughts, if your beliefs are counterintuitive to where you want to go and what you desire, your thoughts are going to be set up in a way where the action you take is going to be little or minimal, right? And to keep it simple, if you're someone who's excited, right? You heard about a business opportunity, or you're someone who wants to create an impact in the world by baking stuff. You want to offer something to the market. You want to offer your service, your product, or your solution, whatever it is, right? But because your thoughts, your beliefs are counterintuitive with what you desire, a person who has that mindset, their actions are going to be little, limited, or minimal, right? If someone takes little action, would you say that results that they get are going to be large or substantial, or are they going to be small as well, or minimal at all, right? Minimal, right? So if you start kind of connecting this together, right, giving you this entire loop is that if you believe that you're not good enough, you're probably that's going to influence your actions. The action you take is going to be small, limited, or minimal. That's going to lead to terrible results, bad results, something that you don't desire, right? Some people who try to, let's say as an example, they try to improve their health, right? This is my year, I'm going to do it, right? Similarly, in a business, I'm going to do it. I'm going to create the business. I'm going to do it now. But because you believe that you're not good enough or that I can't do this, whatever it may be, the actions you take are going to lead to poor results. And when you get those poor results, automatically your belief is going to reaffirm itself and say, aha, see, I told you, you're dumb. You're not good enough. See, we're not supposed to be here. And many of you, I'm sure right now, a light bulb is kind of going off and it's like, oh my gosh, this is what it is, right? I want you to know this is completely normal, right? And what I mean by normal is that this also influenced me. This impacted me, right? And held me back. But the beautiful thing, as I mentioned in the very beginning, is that as human beings, one beautiful thing about human beings is that we have the power of choice. You can change this. You can actually change this for the better, right? And so I ask you, will you change this for the better, for yourself, for your business, for your audience, for your clients, for your customers, right? How many of you here watching live or watching the recording, you can go ahead and put this in the comments, whatever. How many of you here have an iPhone or a smartphone, Android, whatever, Google, whatever's out there? Who here has a smartphone? Go ahead, put it in the chat, right? Many of you have smartphones, right? I have an iPhone, and I recently did the update. I forget, iOS whatever update. And in general, phones have these automatic updates, right? These updates are meant to help the phone function better, to send texts, create FaceTime calls, or run apps, anything and everything, right? And the thing is, for human beings, there's never been a time where someone told me, oh, hey, when was the last time you upgraded yourself? When was the last time you upgraded the way you see yourself, your inner self-image, your self-talk, right? Your mindset, your beliefs. When was the last time you upgraded that? Because the thing is this, our minds, our brains are essentially these like a computer, right? And if you could just imagine the software, the firmware inside of this computer is outdated, right? You can't expect it to perform better, faster, more efficiently, right? If it's not updated, right? You can't expect to profit with purpose if you don't update your mindset, right? You can't expect to create great impact to help your customers if you don't elevate your mindset. So let me ask you this. Are you going to continue to stay stuck in your ways, right? Because if you are, and this is just me telling you, because this is out of love, you're going to continue to get the same results that you are getting today. If you keep believing, right? If your mindset's still the same and you continue to believe in that, take the same action, get poor results, I guarantee you, I'm telling you, you're going to keep getting the same thing over and over again. 2023 is going to look like 2020, 2018, 2015. So elevate yourself, upgrade your mindset, upgrade your inner self-image, upgrade your beliefs, right? As a success coach and business owner, entrepreneur within our own business, we truly believe, and this is something that we share with all our clients, business owners, and entrepreneurs, is that you can have anything you desire. You can have anything you desire, right? And that is truth. That is the truth, right? What's one thing you want to accomplish in 2023? Go ahead and put it in the chat. I really want to know what's one thing you want to accomplish in 2023, right? And be ambitious. Don't let your inner self image or beliefs hold you back and say, oh no, I can't take too much. I can't say I want this X amount, or I want to create this impact, because it might take away from other people. I want you to be bold, right? Allow yourself to be bold, right? We all have greatness inside of us, and we have a gift, right? And for any of you who feel that you might be asking for too much, or you know what, I shouldn't think of trying to scale my business 10x because X, Y, or Z. I want you to understand, when you say that, right, whether you say it out loud or you say it internally, right, subconsciously, I want you to understand that there's other people out there, your clients, your customer, your audience, who aren't getting the help because of what you're doing. Essentially, you're being selfish because you feel like you're not good enough to 10x or increase your impact, right? Think about that, right? You deserve to have anything you desire, right? And that's a mindset or belief that I invite you to accept, right? I invite you to accept that this belief that you can have anything you desire. All right. And so with that, let me know. I want to share something that is going to be of great value. I guarantee that if you implement this next principle that I share with you, I guarantee you, if you implement in 2023, you're going to have exponential growth in your business, in your life, in your relationship, in your health and wealth. This is a universal principle, so it can be applied anywhere, no matter what kind of business owner you are, content creator, anything and everyone. You can, if you implement, I guarantee you, you're going to see exponential growth. So let me know if that's okay. Can I share that with you? Let me know if I can share this with you. So if you can, go ahead and put it in the chat. Let me know if it's okay if I share this principle with you. And by the way, this principle is very simple, right? A lot of people think that in order for them to elevate, to become a better entrepreneur, business owner, content creator, whatever, they need this thing, like this crazy idea, complex, whatever. I want you to understand, what I'm going to show you is simple. It's not complicated. It's not confusing. All you have to do is just implement, right? Okay, I see a lot of people saying yes, please. All right, beautiful. Here is the success formula, right? If there's anything that you take from today, I want you to take this. This success formula is this. It is be, do, have. Have refers to what your desire is, your goal, right? I'm trying to 10x my business. I'm trying to create more impact. I'm trying to figure out a way how to improve my marketing, my branding. I want to see how I can increase conversion to increase sales. I want to learn how to improve operations and implement systems so that I, as a person, can step away from my business, work on my business and not in it, right? Whatever that desire is, whatever that have is for you, that is the desire. Do speaks to the action you have to take, right? And as an example I like to give is, let's just say for me, as a person, I wanted to be the fastest runner in the world, right? I wanted to be as fast as Usain Bolt, right? If in case anyone loves track and field, Usain Bolt is the fastest person in the world. I want to be faster than him. That's my goal. In order to do that, you could all probably agree, I have to do some things to get there. I probably have to work out, like train. I'd have to maybe eat better, right? Give up junk food. I probably have to sleep well, right? I can't be staying up all night playing video games or doing whatever. I'd have to implement recovery sessions, right? Cold therapy, hot therapy, saunas, and all that stuff, right? To increase muscle recovery, improve my strength, and so on and so forth, right? I'm sure many of you can agree. I probably have to do those things in order for me to get what I desire, which is become the fastest runner in the world, right? Excuse me, sorry, I was looking at a quick comment. The thing is, most people miss one key thing. And this might be, I might be speaking to you because I know I have to share this with you, and I might be speaking to you. And it is this: most people forget one key part, and it is the B part. B refers to the becoming, right? You have to become the person that can do the things that get the stuff, right? Going back to that example that I just gave, my goal is I want to be the fastest runner in the world. We all agreed that I probably have to run, train, exercise, eat better, give up, junk food and all that stuff. But if I as a person am lazy, I will never be able to get up early enough for practice. I'll be lazy to meal prep. I'll be, whatever, X, Y, and Z. And because I'm not the person that can do those things, I will always fall short. And if I fall short on training, eating right, and so on and so forth, that's going to influence my results. I will never be able to get the goal, the desire that I want, because I have not become the person, right? And a good way to think about this is this: as a business owner, as a content creator or entrepreneur, you want to think about this: be a little, do a little, do a little, have a little, be a lot, do a lot, do a lot, have a lot, right? So what do you want to be, right? Do you want to be a little or a lot? Do you want to have a lot or a little? Focus on becoming, because most people miss the key part to where it'll allow them to do the things that they desire, right? To get the things that they desire, right? Here's a quote that we want to share: is you don't get what you deserve, you get what you are, right? The three things keeping you stuck, right? So taking a step back, there are three things that will keep you stuck where you are in your business, in life, right? And it is the mindset, tool set, and skill sets, right? As a business owner, content creator, entrepreneur, we covered the mindset part. Like, I hope everyone can kind of see that, right? The mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, it'll hold you back. Some of you might right now might be thinking, all I need is this X, Y, or Z content. I need this tool. I need this system, the software, and then I'm going to be able to do the thing. What happens is that's far from the truth, because if you don't have the right mindset, we can give you the scripts. Julian can literally teach you how to communicate your message to an audience and help you attract your desired customer, right? But if you don't have the right mindset, you won't be able to use the tool, right? You'll get in your way. You'll hold yourself back. I'm not good enough. I don't just, right? Exactly, right? And then skill set is essentially wisdom. So to break this down and dive a little deeper into this, mindset is like the beliefs and thoughts, right? And if you could just imagine, let's talk about a fisherman, or you want to be a basketball player or a business owner or whatever it is, right? As a basketball person or player, if I wanted to become a great in that field, I would want to know all the beliefs that basketball player has. Like, what are they thinking about when they're dribbling? Are they looking up? Are they looking down? How do they practice? What do they do to recover? Right? What are their beliefs? The tool sets are like their basketball shoes, the court, the basketball itself, the clothes that they use and all that stuff. As a business owner, you have tool sets depending on how you operate. You have automated email responders, call centers, whatever it is, right, to help you serve your audience, right? What happens is Skill set speaks to wisdom, to your ability to apply these things, right? Skill set is like being able to communicate a message, right, that transforms your customer, right? It takes your customer, transform your customer and creates that transformation for them, right? That creates the value for them, right? But if you don't have the mindset, you won't be able to implement the tool sets. So hopefully that's helpful. Let me know what you all thought about that. But rather than focusing on your goal, whatever that goal is for 2023, this quarter, in your business, in terms of revenue, impact, whatever it is, maybe think about, rather than thinking about that desire, think about who you need to become, to be able to do those things that gets the goal, that gets the desire that you have. Because if you don't become that person, I guarantee you, you won't be able to do the things that are necessary, that get the stuff. Right? Here's another idea, right? So many people, right, normal, typical, person, business owners, content creators, and entrepreneurs, we're always asking questions, right? Like, how can we improve our bottom line, increase, how can we increase revenue? How can we improve lead generation, conversion? How can we increase the lifetime value of a customer, and so on and so forth. Whatever it may be, how can I do this? Where am I going to get that? And as a principal, you need to learn how to ask better questions. Because as human beings, when you ask a question, automatically our brains start to figure out an answer, right? And if you say something like, well, how can I sell more of this thing? You have to understand your mind's going to find a way to answer that, right? And if you have poor questions, if you're constantly asking poor questions, you're going to get poor answers, right? And so something to think about, and this is really, I invite you to do this, is that rather than thinking about how can I sell more of this thing that I have, this ebook, this product, this service, what you should focus on is not the how, but the who, right? Stop asking how can I do this thing, but go with who is my market, right? You might be thinking, well, if I figure out how can I sell more of this thing, then I'll be able to increase my revenue, I'll increase my impact, help more people. What you want to focus on is who is your market. Because what happens is if you find who your market is, then your market's going to buy without any resistance. But if you're trying to sell something to people that aren't in your audience, to people that aren't even aligned with your brand and what you stand for, it's going to be hard for you to sell something to them, right? When was the last time someone came up to you, selling you something that you didn't need, and then you said, oh, yeah, I'll buy it, right? You have to find who your market is so that you can sell, right? So the answer to your question is ask a better question, right? And as I alluded earlier about our success principle of be, do, have, what you should, and this is, again, I invite you to do this, right? I invite you to ask yourself, who do I need to become, right? Who do I need to become to steward a 5-figure business, a 6 and 7-figure business? Who do I need to become to take my business to the next level, to take my entrepreneurship journey to the next level? Who do I need to become to be able to do the things that get the stuff, right? The goal that I desire. And then I wanted to add this real fast because I just heard about this book. It's called Who Not How by Dan Sullivan. As a business owner, content creator, entrepreneur, we're, as we grow and we go through our journey, there's going to be things that we're going to constantly learn. What happens is, slow you down. Most people, they try to learn everything on their own, right? Learn how to create content, learn how to optimize, learn how to, track, learn how to create a community, learn how this and that, right? What you need to, and this is again, I invite you to think about this, is rather than trying to learn everything on your own and doing it all by yourself, I invite you to think about what Dan Sullivan says in his book, Who Not How. Rather than saying, how do I do this? How do I learn how to, SEO optimize? How do I create a funnel? How do I create a message that impacts, right? Think about, who do I know that can do this for me, right? Who do I know that can do this thing for me? And I guarantee you, you will hit milestones faster than you can count, right? Rather than trying to learn everything on your own, find people that can help you, right? And then just to finish up close to, I think we're almost getting close to the end. Just to kind of bring it closer to the end, I want to invite you on, and I hope this is something exciting for you, is that I want you to know, right, whether you're watching this live or the replay, I want you to know that you all have $1 million idea. You have $1 million idea, right? And a belief that I invite you to accept is that it is easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time, right, than it is to make a little money in a long period of time. That is something that you have to, excuse me, I'm sorry. That is something that I invite you to accept, right? And some of you may not be able to accept that right now, and that's totally fine. You don't have to. I just invite you to think about it. And if you aren't able to accept it, ponder it. Like, why is it that you can't accept this, right? As a business owner, it is to your advantage to accept this mindset, to believe and accept that it is easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than it is to make a little in a long period of time, right? Thinking about your business, your brand, your however you service your clients, your customer, your audience, there are three types of transformations that we can provide, right? This is any business, any conglomerate, any business company in the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, any business will fall into these three, either one of these three categories, right? Health, financial, or emotional, relational, right? Our business falls under emotional, relational, because we help with the mindset. We help people be able to improve their relationship with themselves, their family, businesses, and so on and so forth. And we help them by providing insights. We help provide them, with guidance, and so on and so forth, right? There's different products that we offer, and that's how we provide the transformation. Some of you might be in the financial field, where you help people, learn how to increase their revenue. You help people improve their credit, help people um, get approved for a home loan to buy an investment or whatever it may be. Maybe that's where you are, right? Some people are creating a transformation for their health, right? You help create that transformation by providing a supplement, or you provide a 5-week course on how to train, or X, Y, and Z, right? I invite you, if you're not clear on your transformation, I invite you to think about what that transformation is and which one it falls under. And I'll kind of bring it together here. You have to know which kind of transformation you provide, because that will also impact who your market is, right? The last thing here is to bring it together, is that a lot of people, right, when we think of big milestones, goals, we kind of get overwhelmed, right? And this is a principle that we talk about within our own business, helping different clients, is that typically when you start something new, something that you've never done in the past, you get a lot of people try to do it all at once, and then they get overwhelmed, they get stressed, and then essentially they just shut down, right? Many people in the beginning of the year, they say, this is my year. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna improve my health. I'm gonna do it, right, Felipe? I love what you're talking about. I'm gonna do it. But what happens is, after they start a couple days, weeks, whatever, they try to do it all at once, right? I'm gonna work on my health. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wake up at 5, go to sleep by 10, and all this stuff. It's too much, right? and then essentially you just fail. Most people just fail and they stop, right? What happens is, and this is a success principle, is that you have to be able to break down your goal, right? I'm not, and again, I'm since we haven't really worked together, I don't know exactly where you are in your own business, what you offer, the transformation that you provide to your customers. But I want you to take this look in how I provide this, right? You have $1 million idea, right? And I want you to think about what would your market gladly pay for the transformation that you provide, right? Some of you have a transformation depending on the product, the service, whatever it entails, what it includes, right? The value of it might be a $30 ebook, right? We have an ebook that we provide to our customers, right? If you have an ebook, all you have to do is sell it to 33,000 people, right? And to put this into context, there are, I believe, over 3.4 billion people on Facebook. On social media, it's a lot more. So keeping that in mind, it doesn't seem like a lot. 33,000 people versus 3 point something billion people on social media, on Facebook. That's easy, but you have to be able to open your mind to the possibility of, you know what, I may not know how to make $1 million, but by breaking it down, all I have to do this thing, right? And so for some of you, you might have products that are a little that are higher in price, the value's increased, whatever it is, right? Depending on your value ladder, you might have a $200 course, right? All you would have to do in that case, right, is sell it to or offer it to 5,000 people. You might have a $2,000 master class with live or recordings, whatever it may be, different assets, and then look at how many people you have to sell it to. Or you could have a $20,000 VIP day, right? Offer it to 50 people, and then you hit your $1 million. It's that simple. But I invite you to start thinking about things differently so that you can get the goal, get the goal that you desire, right? You just have to think a different way. You have to shift your mindset. All right. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments, whether you're watching this now or the replay, let me know if that was helpful. All right. For everyone who's watching this, I want you to go ahead and join our Telegram group. Introduce yourself. If you haven't already, if you're watching the replay, make sure to join the Telegram group because we are dropping gems in there every single day. For the people that are already in there, I want you to go ahead in there. If you haven't already, introduce yourself. Let us know where you are, where you're coming from, and what's one thing that you're trying to accomplish within this 3-day challenge. Within today, I want you to add within the Telegram group, what is one key takeaway you got from today? What is one key takeaway, right? And then the last thing is I want you to share one thing with your audience that will help them elevate their mindsets, right? This is very important, right? As I mentioned in the very beginning, you will only get as much impact from this event as much as you allow it to, right? This will only work on you as much as you allow it to work on you. Does that make sense? And so that only happens when you take action. All right. So I'm excited. Everyone, go ahead and do that. I will personally be looking at these videos and will comment on each and every one of them. I can't wait. Day 2, I don't think I put anything up on here, but day 2 tomorrow, April 12th at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I know we got a couple minutes for questions. If we want to go ahead and do that, King, we can. But if anyone has any questions, go ahead, drop them in the chat, and I'll go ahead and answer any. But yeah, I think we're set there, King. If you want to add anything else.
Oh man, phenomenal session today, King. For those that are just rocking with us, you just heard from the Felipe Rangel, who is literally dropping a ton of jewels for day 1 of our M3 challenge, you all. Literally Felipe was setting off the tone just right for day one, mastering your mindset. You just heard a ton of jewels of wisdom from Felipe in reference to why it's important as a content creator to master your mindset. And then tomorrow, yours truly, Julian Smartrimple, King Jules, we're going to be diving into mastering your message, you all. And so definitely, like Felipe said, if you're interested, sign up with us for the day 2 and day 3 of the challenge. If you're just joining us or if you missed out on all of the jewels Felipe dropped, go back and watch that replay, you all, because you do not want to miss out on day 2 or day 3. So mastering your message will be tomorrow, you all. And finally, we are ultimately leading to our event that myself and Felipe and other content creators are hosting August 27th through September 1st for the Prosperity Jewels Summit. If you are a content creator that is watching our day one segment and you are wanting to speak on the international circuit as a content creator, we still are holding open speaker proposals until April 30th. And so the clock is ticking. But we hope that you will join us in Cozumel, Mexico for the Prosperity Jewels Summit. That will be taking place August 27th through September 1st, you all. And then you already know this is a 3-day challenge. So as Felipe said, you get out of the challenge what you put into the challenge. And so if you're someone that is wanting to grow with us as we go through each of our challenges leading up to the Prosperity Jewels Summit, then you will be in for a treat, you all. But we're doing the challenge April 11th through the 13th. And so we're going to drop one more time in the chat where you can sign up for the challenge. You could definitely join us for day 2 and 3 by clicking on the link that we have in the chat or in the comment section for day 2 and day 3. And then also follow Felipe on IG with the handles that you see on the screen, you all. But those are all of our final announcements. We're going to be on time because we started on time today. I know it's been a pleasure with myself and Felipe, and even Felipe starting us off with day 1. And then I'm going to alley-oop the ball that he passes to me to slam dunk that thing for day 2. And then we're going to come back and collab and partner for day 3 to end the 3-day challenge. But go and do the homework and the mission homework that Felipe gave you all for tonight. And we'll see you all tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern and 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for day 2 of our M3 challenge, you all. And so until the next time we see you all, stay blessed, stay hydrated. Felipe, you want to add any last parting words, King, before we go?
No, I think you did it. You did it, brother.
Absolutely. So y'all go and make sure you check us out for day 2 and also day 3. And we'll see y'all when day 2 comes around. Don't be late, y'all. You're going to be missing out on all the jewels on mastering your message after learning today about mastering your mindset. So we'll see y'all for day 2 at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Peace.